Yes, we should be able to cut more costs now. Yes, I'll recalculate it here. By the way, I heard your sister gave birth to a healthy baby girl. Congratulations! I'm Shion Kagami. I work in the financial consulting division at the rapidly growing consulting company, Loran. It's been 2 years since I joined as a new graduate, and I'm lucky to be blessed with great colleagues and clients. Understood. Let's focus on that direction and refine it further. As for the budget... Oh, I went to that ramen shop in Kichijoji that Sasaki-san mentioned. The meat was really tender. He's amazing, Kagami-san. He works fast and naturally gets along with the clients.
Yes, I think that's his strength. Something that can't be gained just by knowledge.
I want to be a consultant like Kagami-san. Everyone in my department recognizes me. They're good people. Except for one. Hey, Kagami! Yes. What's the matter, department head? When I turn around to the sudden loud voice, I see department head Kanda walking toward me with an angry look. Department head Kanda is the head of the financial consulting division I belong to. You know, it's great that you're friendly with the clients, but that doesn't mean work stops while you're doing it. I'm sorry. We don't need someone who's just good at being friendly. You need to know when to separate the two. I know I'm not perfect, but it seems like he's especially harsh on me.
Hey, Shion-kun. Sorry to keep you waiting.
She's Ann Tachibana, a junior from my university, my proud girlfriend, and soon-to-be wife. It's cold, right? Your nose is really red.
Don't say that. If it's cold, it's okay to cuddle up a bit, so I like it.
Anne's personality hasn't changed since we became adults. She's still a bit of a spoiled one, but it's a cute side to her. With the wedding approaching, I want to keep working hard with Anne. Hey, isn't that Kagami? What are you doing? I hear a familiar voice and see department head Kanda walking out from a popular coffee chain with a coffee in hand. Department head Kanda, good to see you. Good to see you too. Is this beautiful girl your girlfriend?
Nice to meet you. I'm Tachibana An, Shion's girlfriend.
I'm Seiichi Kanda, his department head. Nice to meet you, An-chan. By the way, do you like coffee? Since we're here, let me treat you to one. Department head Kanda goes back into the cafe and gets coffee to take out for us. Thank you, department head Kanda. No, it's nothing. Since you're with such a lovely girlfriend, it's special today.
Beautiful, you say? Thank you.
Department head Kanda is smiling much more brightly than when he's at work. Anne watches him and talks to him happily. After about 20 minutes, they had a chat outside while drinking coffee, and the two quickly became friendly. Well then, see you, An-chan.
Take care. Wow, Seiichi-san, he's a department head even though he's only a bit older than you.
Yeah, well, the people in our company's overall young.
Wow, really? Then Shion-kun, you'll have to work hard too.
I can never forget the cold look on Anne's face at that moment. It still chills me to this day. Since then, the number of times we've met has drastically decreased. It's the day before the wedding. I thought it might be pre-wedding blues. We were planning to submit the marriage certificate right after the wedding. That night before the wedding. Huh? A message from department head Kanda? That's strange. I check my phone, wondering if it's work-related, and... I'm getting your wife now. Sorry for the message on the eve of your wedding. What? To my disbelief, there is a picture attached of Anne and department head Kanda with their bodies close together. The shock was so great that I couldn't think straight. I want to believe it's a manipulated image, but thinking back to Anne's strange behavior lately, it feels all too real. There is no way I can go through with the wedding like this. Then, I get a call from Anne. Hello, Anne? Where are you?
I'm glad you saw the picture. Well, since it's like that, we should just break up.
Anne shows no remorse as she ends the call. The betrayal is too much to bear.
Feel free to ask for alimony. It'll make things easier, and Seichi's rich, so...
Without waiting for my reply, Anne ends the call with a one-sided tone. Days after that, having lost everything from the peak of happiness, I couldn't focus on work, and I became like a shell of a person. I didn't explain the clear reason to my colleagues who were invited to the wedding, and I just kept apologizing. I made everyone worry. I wanted to vent my anger at department head Kanda, but I didn't want to make the workplace atmosphere worse due to my personal problems. I really should quit this company, shouldn't I?
You're eating all that?
I look up at the voice and see a woman giving me a disapproving look. She's Misaki Kakei, the head of the strategy consulting department and a rival to department head Kanda. They don't get along, and every time they meet, there's tension between them. Good morning, Director Kakei. Would you like to join me? I ordered too much.
Normally I'd yell at you for asking, but I can't leave this food behind. I'll eat it.
She is surprisingly easy to talk to. She listens to what I say and naturally brings up topics about me. She's probably a good person. I wonder if this person, who's feared in our department, is really that scary in our department.
So, what's bothering you?
Huh? You noticed?
It's so obvious even a child would notice. You don't usually eat this much. So many people are involved in making this meal. If you don't savor it, it'd be a waste.
Her cool tone reveals a hint of kindness. This is my first real interaction with her, and my impression has changed quite a bit. I'm sure she's someone I can trust. Feeling that, I decided to open up to her as much as I could.
He's really fallen that far. I understand the situation now. Kagami-kun, before you go somewhere else, why don't you try working under me for a while?
Huh? But so suddenly.
I only invite people I trust, both in ability and character. I know your evaluation, and after talking to you, I'm convinced. You're excellent, and I want you. Even if it's for a year or just 6 months, I want your time. Come work with my department. Kagami-kun, the proposal for Company A is tough the way it is now. Also, what's going on with the competitors?
I've prepared the impact of Company B's entry here. Please have a look.
I see. That was quick. Now, add the necessary details to the section I'm about to send, and revise the forecast for Company C's movements in the next 5 years.
My transfer request was swiftly accepted. And just like the rumors said, Director Kakei was even stricter than expected at work.
Tanaka-san, the proposal for Company D is good overall, but the numbers lack backing. I'm so sorry! I'll send the corrected numbers after a recheck. Please review them! It's finally done.
After the day's work, everyone collapses like puppets with their strings cut, a familiar sight over the past few days. But despite the fatigue, I felt a greater sense of fulfillment in my daily work than before the transfer.
Kagami-kun, you're amazing! Some people who couldn't keep up with Director Kakai's strictness left the department, you know?
It's true she's strict, but I think she's a kind person. Director Kakei always adds something positive when giving feedback.
Now that you mention it, I see what you mean. And you're impressive, Kagami-kun, for noticing that so quickly. So, you're chatting when you could be working overtime instead.
Turning around, Director Kakei is glaring at us with cold eyes. Is it just me, or does her face seem a little flushed?
Director! No, of course not. I'm leaving now. Take care, Kagami-kun.
You're well-liked, Director.
What are you talking about? Stop saying silly things and go home to rest. But thank you.
Meanwhile, in the office of my former department, the voice of Director Kanda rings out with quiet anger. Huh. Why are you making such basic mistakes? Do you understand that you're getting high pay because of the expectations placed on you? I'm sorry. Everyone else too. Stop using words and show results with the numbers. Am I the only one who genuinely wants to fix the current situation? Director Kanda, isn't he being a little too harsh lately? Is it because he's being outdone by Director Kake?
He's always been like that. Until now, Kagami-kun was the buffer between us and the director. You know, he was good at finding the good parts in people and creating a positive atmosphere, right?
If you're chatting, you should be making tea instead. With your low skills and being old ladies, there's nothing else you can do, right? Low skills? Why are you saying such things?
Fine, I understand. Come on, Sato-san, let's go.
Now, a year after the engagement was broken, I found myself at an office social party. I've heard that the strategy department, with you included, has made great progress this past year. It used to feel like a military camp, but after you came, the atmosphere has brightened up, or so I've heard. I wish I could say I contributed that much.
By the way, since you've joined, Director Kakai's gotten a lot cuter, huh?
Hey, you're all smiles now, living the good life, huh? Hey, Kagami! Looking over, I see Director Kanda, already drunk from the amount of wine he's had, walking toward us. You all better listen carefully. This guy couldn't even make a proper proposal before, and I had to teach him everything from scratch. Right, Kagami? You're doing well now, but it's all thanks to my teaching. Yes, really. I owe a lot to you, Director Kanda. Right? That's right. I'm getting married soon. You know who the bride is, right? I'll invite you to the wedding. From the way he's acting, it seems the bride is Anne Tachibana.
The meal's getting ruined. Could you please stop?
The sound of ice clinking in a glass echoes, and the atmosphere immediately falls silent. Huh? What do you want, Director Kake? I'm talking to him right now.
Get lost, little guy. He's my subordinate now. I won't tolerate any insults.
After a brief moment of silence, the room erupts in applause. It feels like all the female employees' eyes are hearts. Director Kake grabs my hand and leads me through the crowd. Behind us, we leave a trembling Director Kanda. Director Kake, thank you for what you did earlier for me. We found a bench on a quiet street and sat down. The stars are beautiful tonight.
Of course it's for you. But I couldn't just forgive things as they were. Kagami-kun, why didn't you respond when he said those things?
From her usual cool demeanor, Director Kake's words are now filled with straight-up warmth. If I had snapped there, it would have just ruined the mood. This is my personal issue with Director Kanda.
It's good to be mindful of others, but you should also take care of your own heart. This is an order from your superior. When you need to be angry, be angry. And when you want to cry, cry. Rely on me, your superior. We're not strangers anymore.
Director Kake, thank you. I'm glad I became your subordinate. At that moment, I had no idea that Director Kake was planning to take further action for me. I sincerely appreciate Director Kake's anger and how she expressed it so openly for my sake. After a while, Director Kake and Director Kanda are called by the CEO and head to a luxury restaurant in Tokyo. A direct call from the CEO. My luck's finally turning, though I don't like being with this woman.
The CEO says the road is busy, so they'll be a little late.
I see.
By the way, I heard you're getting married tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you, but I didn't invite you to the wedding.
Even if invited, I wouldn't go.
There was no warmth between the two of them, despite being on the same team and having contributed to the company.
You haven't changed at all, have you?
What are you talking about? The tone of Director Kakei's voice sharpens as she addresses Director Kanda's evasive attitude.
When there's someone you don't like or someone better than you use dirty tricks to bring them down, don't you?
I don't get what you mean at all. Can you stop making accusations?
You used to say things like useless, incompetent to your subordinates, didn't you? Because of that, they were driven to believe they were really useless and ended up quitting the company. Many talented people who were expected to carry the company's future had their spirits crushed because of you. I'll never forgive that. I will never approve of your methods.
What are you talking about? I'm being harsh because I care, but what's up with the youngsters these days? They're just too weak. Without mental strength, they can't make it. Director Kanda sighs in exasperation. Misaki, not backing down, stares straight at him and replies.
So, you say you're teaching them for their own good?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Then you're saying the same about Kagami-kun.
For a moment, Director Kanda freezes at Misaki's words.
You knew it was Kagami-kun's girlfriend, yet you stole her away and married her. Is that the kind of teaching you're talking about?
Ah, so you heard. You're really into him, huh? Well, I'm not trying to hide it anymore. It's true that I got together with her even though I knew she was Kagami's. But love is like that, right? I guess you wouldn't understand, since you're a boring, stiff person who wastes your beauty. Wasn't it common to see your friends in school who swapped boyfriends and girlfriends like that? Ah, you probably don't even have friends like that.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Director Kakei, not backing down at all, and seeing her, Director Kanda's fingers twitch.
You stole Kagami-kun's fiancé, sent him a photo of your affair the day before the wedding. And the reason to push him into despair was such underhanded tactics. It's obvious. Why? Isn't it? You recognized Kagami-kun's talent, and you saw him as a threat.
Tch, that's not it. I'm going to get rid of anyone who gets in my way, not just him. In both love and work, this world is all about stepping on others. No matter how many nice things you say, in love, the one who gets close to the girl wins. In work, the one who flatters the boss and steps on others wins. Stepping on others, cheating, climbing up, that's just part of my skill. That's why I was trying to force him to resign, but you got in my way.
I see. I understand your thoughts now.
Closing her eyes, Misaki mutters quietly. She seems completely resigned to Director Kanda. Now that you understand, you should just let me knock you down already. Director Kanda grins triumphantly, as if claiming victory, but...
Well, that's what he said. Did you hear?
Huh? With Misaki's voice, the sound of chairs scraping the floor echoes throughout the room. Director Kanda, you're the worst! I can't believe the reason Miyashita-san canceled the wedding was because of you!
You can't even be called a boss! Do you not know what noblesse obliges?
Employees from their departments, disguised as ordinary customers, were all there. What the hell are you doing here? Whatever. I don't care. It's not like I'm bothered by what you heard. And Director Kanda, is what Misaki said true? The CEO, disguised as an elegant gentleman at the next table, takes off his glasses and mask, glaring at Seiichi, who freezes in shock. Saizen-sama? What are you? Misaki-kun contacted me, saying she wanted to give you a surprise before your wedding. And that while she was at it, she wanted to make up with you.
I booked the whole place and had everyone gather.
The call from the company higher-ups was a complete lie. It was a plan to expose Director Kanda's misdeeds. Well, I'm disappointed in you. Director Kanda, I was supposed to send you my congratulations today, but now, it's unfortunate. The CEO, wait, please, I need a chance to explain. We've already had enough of your explanations. Director Kanda, you're fired. The day before the wedding, Director Kanda is plunged into despair. The next day, as expected, Director Kanda and his bride, Anne, make a big scene on the way to their wedding.
Wait, what do you mean by being fired?
Shut up! I can deal with being unemployed. Someone as talented as me will easily find another job.
You think getting fired will make it easy to find a good job?
It doesn't matter, and you're practically just as guilty. Forget it. This conversation is over. We need to head to the wedding venue now.
Huh? Do you seriously think you could get married in this situation?
Heh, so are you gonna cut me off like you did Kagami? What a wicked woman.
How could I have chosen such a small-minded man?
What? Say that again.
I'll say it as many times as I want. You're a small fry. What is this? My life's big moment is ruined. What have I done to deserve this?
And so, they faced the worst wedding day of their lives, but there was no deep love between them. Anne, who had secretly invested and carried a massive debt without Director Kanda's knowledge, caused their marriage to completely fall apart. Before long, they divorced. Director Kanda lost both work and love in an instant, left only with debt. As for Anne, who had betrayed me, her selfish behavior finally led her to be abandoned by her parents. She was also shunned by the friends she had invited to the wedding, and she couldn't find a new partner, spending her days alone. Shion Kagami, now appointed as the new head of the financial consulting department. Nice to meet you. My past achievements were properly recognized, and I was promoted to department head, replacing Director Kanda. Director Kake and I are now competing as heads of different departments.
I won't lose, even if I'm up against you.
That's the Director Kake I know, but I'll do my best so I don't lose.
Today was really fun.
A year after becoming department head, Misaki and I now take time to go out on our days off.
That day the stars were just as beautiful, weren't they?
Yes, I can't express how happy I was when you got angry for me.
I'm so thankful too. And you've really grown since then.
Misaki's hand gently overlaps mine. I hold it, warming her cold hand. There are times in life when you think you'll never experience something like this. At those times, you might feel despair and want to give up. But no matter how hard it gets, there will always be people watching over you, people who care. Just like the sky connects the whole world, we will never be alone.
What? That's... You made a mistake with the bus arrangement, didn't you? I understand you're panicking, but it's not good to blame someone else.
I want to become a woman my father can be proud of, as a way of repaying him for raising me.
That's wonderful. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have generalized all men. This tea doesn't have any sharp or bitter notes, but it has a deep sweetness and a refined aroma. It's delicious.
You're quite knowledgeable. You're exactly right. Kyoto's Yokuro tea leaves are especially prized for their sweetness.
I'm Kento Kawane, stopping by a Japanese tea shop during a business trip, enjoying tasting of my favorite sencha teas. I'm 27 years old, working for a major travel agency, and I'm constantly on business trips all over the country. Thanks to that, I get to enjoy my favorite Japanese tea, as well as all sorts of local gourmet food. I can share the knowledge I gain with our travelers, so it's really killing two birds with one stone. Kawane, you're working hard on your business trip to Kyoto. Even with all these trips, Kawane, you never look tired. You really love this job, don't you? He is Director Issei. He's an amazing person who became a director at the youngest age ever. But he's also very friendly, and I respect him. Yes, I do. I believe it's my calling. Besides, while scenery and experiences are often prioritized these days, I think the basics of travel enjoyment are gourmet food. I'll do my best to attract even more customers to next spring's Hokkaido Gourmet Tour. Is that so? Kawane, I'm counting on you. Director Issei is so friendly and cheerful. He's also very attentive to his subordinates at work. The bus company I arranged went bankrupt. What am I gonna do? There's not much time. In that case, a bus company I'm familiar with might be able to help, even at this late hour. I'll arrange it. Really? Thank you so much. The director is really reliable. I'll do my best to catch up to him quickly. However, that fulfilling work life suddenly changed one day. Huh? The bus hasn't been arranged? No, that can't be. I'm being told that 2 chartered buses needed for part of a company trip for 100 people haven't arrived at the site. Naturally, the employee in charge is furious, but there's no way to arrange chartered buses on such short notice. I'm so sorry. We can adjust part of the itinerary so that buses aren't needed. I somehow managed to convince them with my proposal. Still, we need to issue refunds, and it'll be difficult to continue the contract next year. I know the cause. I headed to the director's desk and reported the trouble that had just occurred. Director, I need to talk to you about the bus company you urgently arranged the other day. The buses haven't arrived at the site. What happened? I had no intention of blaming him, but the director's words were unbelievable. Huh? Bus? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. What? That's... You made a mistake with the bus arrangement, didn't you? I understand you're panicking, but it's not good to blame someone else. The company for this employee trip isn't large, but they're an important client that our president has been dealing with since he was young. If we lose the contract, it'll be a disaster. You should be prepared for that. I immediately understood from the director's demeanor. He was panicking about the magnitude of his mistake and wanted to shift the blame. I never expected the director, whom I trusted, to lie like this for self-preservation. That's impossible. After that, I was summoned by the president because I had angered a long-standing important client. I needed to prove my innocence, so I checked my past internal chat logs with the director. But the part where we discussed the bus arrangement had been deleted for some reason. Could it be? Using his director privileges? He went this far. In the end, I was forced to take all the responsibility, and I was completely isolated, surrounded by employees who were believers of the accomplished director.
How could he try to blame the kind director? Was he desperate for self-preservation? What an ingrate.
I lost my place and my motivation, and this was the trigger for me to leave the company. I'm so done with the power dynamics in a company. After resigning, I wasn't looking for a new job, but I was thinking about whether there was a job where I could use my current knowledge and experience. I thought it was my calling. But now, I'm afraid that even that feeling is gone because of the betrayal. This shop. What suddenly caught my eye was a small rundown coffee shop that I used to frequent. The elderly owner had closed it down due to her age, but the shop remained as it was, and there was no notice for renting it out. I really loved this shop. The owner was a very nice person. This is it. With an impulse close to a flash of inspiration, I went around to the main house and rang the doorbell.
Oh, Kento? It's been a while. Thank you for frequenting my shop back then.
glad to see you're doing well. Aren't you renting out the shop? I'd like to take it over if that's okay.
Oh, what a surprise! You want to rent the shop? Of course, I'd be delighted if it were you, Kento. I see. That shop? Thank you.
The old woman repeated her words, nodding as if she was savoring them. Her expression looked somewhat happy. When I asked, she said that she felt lonely about closing the shop in her declining health, and she hadn't been able to put up a notice for renting it out.
If the shop opens, I'll be looking forward to visiting as a customer this time.
It wasn't that I was trying to repay her kindness or anything, but as a result, if it makes her happy, that's all that matters. I was also happy about that small promise, and I bowed deeply. So, things progressed quickly, and I started preparing to open the coffee shop. The former owner, the old woman, would sometimes drop by to check on me and bring me snacks.
Have you decided what kind of shop you're going to make it?
Yes, I'm thinking of serving Japanese tea. Thanks to my business trips all over Japan, I've become quite knowledgeable about all kinds of local gourmet food. Among them, I thought of something that is in demand by people of all ages and can be operated as both a cafe and a bar. With Japanese tea, I'm sure I can make the most of my knowledge. The interior and equipment were left as they were. I arranged the Japanese tea I had purchased from various places in the glass case where coffee used to be displayed. The only new things I prepared were teapots and teacups, and I was able to open the shop at a very low cost.
Ah, so relaxing. The time I spend here drinking Japanese tea and enjoying sweets that go well with it is the most chill time.
Chill? What does that mean?
Huh? Kento, you're only 27, right? It's bad if you don't know things like that.
She is Sumire. I only know that she is a 21-year-old university student. She is the shop's first regular customer. She says there are coffee shops everywhere and is truly happy that a Japanese tea specialty shop is opened.
It's amazing how you became a popular shop so quickly, even though some customers have been coming since the coffee shop days.
During the day, the sale of Japanese tea and the in-store tasting set of Japanese teas from various regions are well received. At night, we also serve alcohol made with matcha, and the customer traffic has been good since we opened. Well, it's just a coincidence. I need to increase the number of regular customers like Sumire. After all, I'm a novice when it comes to business.
You had a boss who blamed you for their mistakes when you were a company employee, right? That was really unfortunate. But why would a grown adult do something like that?
Why, you ask? I guess it's because everyone, in the end, cares about themselves the most, right?
That's not true. My father raised me alone after my mother died early. For my sake, my father must have sacrificed everything. I respect my father for that.
I see. Sumire's father is a wonderful person. I wonder if it's my bias. Due to my experience, that makes me think that such people are a minority in this day and age.
I want to become a woman my father can be proud of, as a way of repaying him for raising me.
That's wonderful. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have generalized all men.
Oh, I'm sorry too. For some reason, I have a habit of getting heated when it comes to my father.
Sumire apologized, sticking out her tongue. She must really love her father. I also honestly reflected on my generalization, and we had a good time as usual. There's a guy who had become a regular at the shop after Sumire. Give me a shochu with matcha, on the rocks, rice shochu, 3 scoops of Nishio matcha with a tea scoop, and 5 ice cubes. Thanks. Yes, certainly. It's Shiran, my classmate from university who always makes slightly troublesome orders. He must have heard rumors about me somewhere, and he comes to the shop almost as often as Sumire. Of course, the two of them meet at the shop many times, and naturally, start talking to each other. Kento is making this tea in a way that allows you to enjoy the sweetness of the tea leaves. So why do you eat snacks with it?
Isn't that a matter of personal preference? Imposing your values like that is the least attractive thing you can do these days, you know?
I'm not talking about being attractive or not. Don't try to shift the point of your area of expertise. That's a bad habit of young people.
Ugh, Chiron, you're always such a pain. Can you just drop the old man act?
I'm sorry, Sumire. Chiron has always been a bit quick-witted, so he tends to say too much. Or he's not honest.
It's not something Kento should apologize for, but I don't think Chiron is a suitable friend for Kento.
It's not for you to decide who my friends are. Kento chose me as his friend, that's all.
Ugh, he really gets on my nerves.
Sumire and Chiron are always arguing like that. But I was so surprised by Sumire's next words that I lost my voice.
Chiron seems so confident, but can you beat my father? He was featured in a business magazine last month. The future of travel agencies as envisioned by the youngest ever promoted director. Isn't that amazing?
The face on the screen of the smartphone Sumire showed me was one I couldn't forget, even if I wanted to. Huh? Director Issei, the very person who drove me to resign, is, unbelievably, Sumire's proud father. No way! Unfortunately, I was preparing to sue Director Issei. Considering what he did, it's only natural that he should be sued. But for her, he's the father who poured all his love into her, even for her mother's share. Sumire's heart, which loves and respects her father so much. I don't care about your parents. I'm talking to you, one-on-one. Stop shifting the point.
I'm not shifting anything. Can you please read this article properly?
Perhaps noticing my strange behavior, the calm Chiron tried to keep the conversation going and cover me. I was planning to sue the director when the shop calmed down, but I was starting to have second thoughts. After agonizing over it for a few days, I called Chiron, whom I had been consulting with, to the shop before opening hours. I've thought about it a lot, but I've decided not to sue him. Is it because she's an important regular customer? Or are you in love with her? What are you saying? Of course it's because she's a regular customer. I wonder. Don't underestimate my ability to see through people, ha! We continued talking, and before we knew it, it was past opening time.
Good afternoon. The sign outside still said closed, but it's opening time, so I came in.
Sumire, please, come in.
Oh, Chiron, you're here. We've been seeing each other a lot lately.
Don't lump me in with you. I'm not free like a student. I'm here for work too.
How can you say it's for work when you're drinking shochu with matcha? Kento, I'll have the Shizuoka tasting set today. I'll use the restroom.
After Sumire disappeared into the restroom in the back, Chiron started continuing our earlier conversation. So, are you really okay with this? He's the hateful boss who drove you out. You've even gathered evidence. Hey, she can hear you. Stop talking about that now. Whether you sue or not, there will come a time when you have to tell Sumire about this. Especially if you care about her. I know, but for Sumire, he's the father who raised her single-handedly.
Huh? Sue? What do you mean?
Meanwhile, Sumire was frozen in the restroom. She seems to have heard my quiet voice.
Sue, the hateful boss who drove him out? Could it be that the person who drove Kento to quit his job was my dad?
After that, Sumire, who came back from the restroom, seemed to be somewhere else. After finishing her tea, she quietly left and suddenly stopped coming to the shop. Kento, you're here, aren't you? One day, before opening, I heard the sound of the door being opened violently, and a man entered the shop. It's been a while, Director Issei. We're not open yet. I'm not a customer. You shouldn't suddenly resort to legal action. We should talk first. He seems to have received a certified letter from my lawyer and rushed to find out my whereabouts in the shop. Yes, I eventually decided to sue him. The former director is a shadow of his former self. I wonder if he was wearing a mask. I believe it said in the letter that we should communicate through our lawyers. I don't care about that, but my daughter recently told me she was hooked on a Japanese tea cafe, and I never imagined it was Kento's shop. Sumire is one of our regular customers, but that's one thing, and this is another. It's a separate issue. I'll make sure you take responsibility for driving me to voluntary resignation. Who do you think you are? I have a proposal. I'll pay you compensation, but there are conditions. Don't ever have anything to do with Sumire again, and keep this a secret from Sumire. How about it? Director Issei is supposed to be on the defensive, but he's strangely confident. I remembered the time when he blamed me for his mistake. Director, Why is the person paying compensation making demands? Do you understand your current position? As I was dumbfounded by Director Issei's preposterous proposal, the door of the shop opened. Apparently, the director was so loud that his voice could be heard outside this old building. Who is this rude, foul-mouthed man? Kento's friend? Well, he is a friend from my university days. I'm Chiran, Kento Kawane's lawyer. Can you please not talk to my client without my permission? Oh. That's right. Chiran's profession is a lawyer. He was definitely here for work too. When the director learned Chiran's profession, he seemed to realize that he was in trouble. He broke out in a cold sweat and softened his attitude. I'm sorry about that. So, Mr. Lawyer, will you accept the conditions I mentioned earlier? I'll pay compensation, so keep this a secret from my daughter. What's so funny? Well, I'm sorry. It's completely too late. Too late? Yes, it's too late. I mean, these coincidences do happen. I'm also a regular here, and I see your daughter quite often. But this is the first time our timing for entering the shop is overlapped. You don't mean? Yes, I do. I tried to stop her and asked her to wait, but her voice could be heard clearly outside. So, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. You can come in. At Chiran's words, the door opened with a lovely chime. Sumire! The director couldn't hide his agitation at his daughter's appearance. Sumire clenched her fists, her shoulders trembling with anger, and glared at her dad.
Dad!
Sumire whispered in a quietly trembling voice. Her voice was filled with disappointment at her father.
You didn't admit your mistake at work and blamed it on Kento. Not only that, you drove him to resign. You did something that could get you sued. That's not true, Sumire. There was a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Then why did Kento quit the job he loved so much and is working here?
Oh.
I always respected my father. I believed in you. I never thought you were the kind of person who would trap others and even yell and hurl abuse.
Wait, Sumire. It's not like I trapped him. And the yelling, that was really just a one-time thing.
Exaggeration? A one-time thing? Stop it. Don't disappoint me any further. You messed up Kento's life. You did something that could get you sued. I'm frustrated. I'm sad. I was the one who wasn't worthy of Kento.
Sumire, you're not to blame. Director, I was going to stop suing you at one point. Because I found out that you were a very loving and respected father to Sumire. But I still sued you, because Sumire asked me to. Huh? The director looked at Sumire with an expression of disbelief. This was about 10 days after Sumire stopped coming to the shop.
Kento, please, don't think of him as my father and sue him.
Sumire, who hadn't come to the shop for a while, came just before closing time and said that. That's when I finally realized why she hadn't come to the shop for a while. Sumire, are you sure? If I sue, your father will at least lose his current position.
It's fine. Once I learned the truth, I had no reason to be happy about my father's promotion.
Saying that, she bowed deeply and asked us. I could tell from her appearance that she had come to this conclusion after much thought and deliberation.
You know, I really respected my dad. He raised me alone and he was promoted to section chief and then director. He had a kind personality, and I was proud of him. I even thought until recently that I wanted to marry someone like my dad, but it was all fake.
Ugh, Sumire, that's not true. Your dad loves you and cherishes you, and he wanted to be a father you could be proud of, even just a little.
Then, admit your sins and atone for them, and apologize to Kento. If there's even a little bit of the father I respected and loved so much left in you.
Ugh. Kento, Sumire, I truly apologize. The director kept his head bowed until we started preparing for the opening. Whether the father Sumire believed in, the director I believed in, was still there, even a little. Even the director himself didn't know anymore. After that, word spread in my old travel agency that I had sued the director, and the Me Too movement intensified. Subordinates who had been suffering from the director's harassment started speaking out all at once. It turned out that there were many victims who had been silent. Fearing the director's history of being promoted at the youngest age, it was commonplace to have mistakes blamed on them or to have their achievements stolen. The company's top management summoned Director Issei for questioning after receiving reports of damage from many employees. He didn't argue at all at that time, and he admitted everything. He voluntarily resigned. He chose to give up the position in the company that he had been so particular about, and he said he would pay me compensation, and after that, he didn't look for another job. He seems to be spending his days doing volunteer work, perhaps for self-improvement. He seems to be trying to regain his daughter's trust, but the strong feelings she once had will probably never return.
It's so kind of you to hesitate to sue because you were thinking about my feelings.
And the series of events came to an end, and our usual daily life returned. Nah, I always heard from you how much you loved your father. To me, he was a boss who betrayed me, but to you, he was a wonderful father. Because my heart hurt so much when I was betrayed, I was worried about your heart, especially since he's your flesh and blood, right?
Kento, you really have a beautiful heart, and yet I even said that the foul-mouthed Chiron wasn't worthy of being Kento's friend. Kento, I'm sorry.
Well, if you're gonna apologize to me, I might listen if you look me in the eye.
Sorry.
Hey, Chiron, give her a break. Ha, well, I forgive you, for the sake of you and this delicious tea. Yeah, thank you, Chiron. I think most people, to a greater or lesser extent, want to be someone they can be proud of in front of the people they care about. Someone you can be proud of probably varies from person to person, but I think you shouldn't lose your integrity. But you know, I don't think I would have worried about your heart this much if it wasn't you. Hey, Sumire, So, if romantic feelings are involved, can that be called integrity? I told her, who said that my heart was pure, that I thought it was probably a little different from pure integrity.
My name is Yusuke Uchiyama. I'm introverted and really bad at talking to women I meet for the first time. I'm 29 years old, and I just joined an event company called LK Creative. Our company, which has a global presence, appointed a CEO for the Japan branch a few years ago. There are whispers that we are going through a rebirth, with transformations and growth accelerating. Where's the manager? I want to show him this proposal. Oh. Looking around the office, I find the manager talking happily with female employees from a little distance. There are so many female employees again. Chamon Arai, the section chief, is known to be very kind and mild-mannered. I've heard he has many achievements. He's good at his job, mild, and kind. He's surrounded by women wherever he goes. I'm sorry, manager. Could you take a look at this proposal? Huh? Sure. Let me see. As soon as he takes the proposal from me, the manager starts reviewing it. Can he really check it that quickly? This phrasing is not good. Go revise it. Phrasing? Sorry, which part? I'm busy right now. Sorry, but please review it properly yourself. Where do I have to fix? The other employees sympathize with me, seeing that the manager immediately rejected my proposal. Apparently, the manager is strict with men, and some male employees call him Ichamon Arai, or Niggly Arai behind his back. But I have to fix this somehow. The other seniors seem busy as well. I have to figure this out on my own, so I head back to my desk. You're really good with words! Is he really that busy? The manager's voice praising the female employees echoes through the office. It's not necessarily bad, but it still bothers me. I joined this company hoping for something ideal, but the gap between my expectations and reality is making me sigh deeply.
Uchiyama-san, if you like, I can help you.
The one who came over is Kureha Kamiya, a 23-year-old new hire and my junior, who's also my peer. It's okay, Kureha-san. You must have work to do, right?
Yes, but you'll be working overtime, right?
Yeah, I guess so. When she realizes I'll be working overtime, Kureha's expression brightens and she gets closer.
Actually, today the manager invited me out for drinks. The manager is sneaky, right? He asked about my evening plans first, then invited me after. Isn't that unfair? It's sneaky, right?
I see. That must be the manager's usual trick. It's hard to refuse when you're his subordinate.
So please think of it as helping me. Let me help with your overtime.
Well, okay. I guess I'll accept your help. After work that day, Kureha and I stayed at the office, glaring at the proposal.
He mentioned the phrasing, but the content should be fine, right?
I don't know. I don't even understand which phrasing he meant. I went back a few times to ask, but he just kept saying he was busy.
Jeez, what does busy even mean? He's just flirting with the women.
Apparently, I'm not the only one who thinks that, as Kureha puffed her cheeks and looked annoyed. Then, when I groaned, stuck in a deadlock, Kureha stood up and walked off somewhere. When she came back, she was holding 2 mugs, smiling at me.
Please, have some. It's my favorite hot milk tea. I often drink this during breaks. Today I'm sharing with you, Uchiyama-san, since you're working overtime. Breaks are important, right? You always seem like you're working so hard, Uchiyama-san.
I felt a little embarrassed, realizing she saw me that way.
So sweet, so good. Come on, Uchiyama-san, drink it. Oh, I forgot. Cheers!
Cheers! Ouch!
Sorry. I'm not used to chewing with hot drinks. I didn't gauge the force.
I don't usually put sugar in, but since she gave it to me, it's a little too sweet for me. But somehow, my tense heart is starting to loosen up.
Uchiyama-san, you make such a soft expression.
Huh? Do I? I didn't notice.
I've thought you were nervous ever since the day you joined. But with a manager like that, I thought it wouldn't be good if I spoke to other male employees.
Whoa, you're paying more attention to your surroundings than I thought. And thank you for worrying about me. Actually, I don't drink milk tea much. But it was really good. Thanks, Kureha-san.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry for not knowing. But I'm glad you liked it. Let's drink milk tea together again sometime.
Kureha's cheerful laugh made me smile along with her. At that moment, with a gentle smile, Chamon Arai walks in. Oh, you two, still working overtime? Chief, thanks for your hard work. Thanks. Well, Uchiyama-kun, I'm sorry about earlier. I was busy, so I couldn't give you proper guidance. No, I'm sorry for bothering you when you were so busy. Chamon Arai, with a gentle smile, says this, probably because Kureha is there. It's okay, you don't need to work overtime. Tomorrow, I'll personally give you guidance. Kureha-san, the streets can be dangerous at night, so I'll have Uchiyama-kun and I walk you home. Let's go now. Thank you. We follow Chamon Arai's suggestion, tidying up and leaving the office. We walk in an awkward atmosphere, and as we approach Kureha's home, are you sure it's okay here? I can take you all the way home.
No, this is enough. Thank you, Chief Uchiyama-san.
Thanks for helping, Kureha-san. When I say my thanks, Kureha smiles and waves at me. Then, she politely bows to Chamon Arai and leaves. Huh. You can make it home by yourself, right? I'll stay here. Suddenly, Chamon Arai returns to his usual self. He's an easy person to read. Yes, manager. I look forward to your guidance tomorrow. Ah, I forgot. Tomorrow there's an important meeting. I'll be busy. Make sure to handle the proposal well. I'll see you tomorrow. I watch as the manager walks away, standing frozen. Once his back disappears, I snap. What the heck? Now I understand. The manager probably didn't like the fact that I was staying late with Kureha-san alone. Maybe it's fine to drink a little. Welcome. I entered a bar I found nearby and let out a sigh, feeling relieved by the calm atmosphere. I ordered a drink from the bartender, and as I looked around... Huh? Oh, you are... CEO Sumeragi? The man, enjoying a drink alone, was none other than Kaito Sumeragi, the CEO of our company. 2 years ago, he was selected as CEO by a majority vote in the board meeting. He's a highly capable person who became CEO at the young age of 40. By the way, appointing a CEO separate from the president is a first for our Japan branch. I never expected to run into him in a place like this. CEO Sumeragi, congratulations on becoming CEO! Thanks to today's event, our company seems to have landed a great deal. Really, thank you so much! Back in my previous job, I saw the CEO, who was approached by many people at the event. Our company owes everything to all of you. I look forward to working with you in the future. Whoa, what a humble and cool person. So this is the first CEO of LK Creative. Feeling overwhelmed by CEO Sumeragi's presence, I began to consider changing jobs. You're Uchiyama, in your first year, right? Yes. How do you know my name? I try to remember all the employees' names as much as I can. I have a good memory. It's fate that we met here. Come, let's have a drink together. I then spoke with CEO Sumeragi about work and other casual topics. With the alcohol kicking in, I might have ended up sharing embarrassing things too. But CEO Sumeragi didn't make a face and just listened to my stories. I'm happy to have employees like you with such ambition. I hope you'll bring a fresh wind to our company with your strength. Yes, thank you. Oh, and by the way, I have something I want to give you soon. I'll adjust my schedule and come to see you as soon as possible. I was happy, feeling that I would get to see the busy CEO Sumeragi again. A few days later, as the deadline for the proposal submission neared, I finally got it together. Kureha-san, thank you for always checking up on me.
No, I just helped a little, as expected of Uchiyama-san.
In the end, the manager never gave me any guidance, and I had to fix the proposal on my own. I reviewed it from scratch, and I think it turned out pretty well. This is my proposal. A few days later, in the company's planning meeting, I presented the proposal. Chamon Arai, the manager, and everyone in the planning department were there. The manager read over the proposal again, thought for a moment, and then sighed softly. This is completely useless. The manager, looking exasperated, returns the proposal to me, and I widen my eyes. I could feel the slight discomfort from Kureha-san and the other employees. I would appreciate it if you could tell me exactly where the problem lies. Look, Uchiyama, it's important to think and solve things yourself. Thinking that you'll just be taught everything is something only students should expect. I've always grabbed results by doing it myself. And with that awareness as a professional, your proposal, you really have no sense. Do it over. Chamon Arai, with a smug look, says this, as if he's proud of himself. He briefly glances at the female employees as if checking their reactions, but... Oh, isn't this something I made? With those words, CEO Sumeragi enters the meeting room, and the atmosphere shifts drastically with his unexpected appearance. CEO? Is it really you? Why are you here? Actually, I decided to make a visit to every department once a month. I want to know the company's situation firsthand, through my own eyes and ears. Oh, I see. I was listening outside the door as I heard a meeting going on. Chamon Arai, your view of Uchiyama's proposal, was it really that lacking in sense? The proposal that Uchiyama worked on, the perspectives and direction were things I considered. Wait, what do you mean? Why would the CEO do such a thing? Chamon Arai is completely thrown off guard by this unexpected turn of events, and it's the first time I've seen him so flustered. Actually, I ran into Uchiyama the other day outside. Since then, I've been keeping an eye on him. Yes, after I ran into CEO Sumeragi that night, despite his busy schedule, he made time to meet with me several times. Uchiyama-kun, I wanted to give you this. What is this? As you know, I was once an employee like you. Inside here are some of the proposals I've worked on. What? These are just some of them? Though they are proposals, they are mostly still just ideas that haven't taken shape. Uchiyama-kun, you should find inspiration from these and shape them into a proposal. When I have an idea, I write it down. It's a habit from when I was in the planning department. I think Uchiyama-kun has found the correct answer from all these hints. CEO Sumeragi says this calmly. Then, Chamon Arai, as usual, switches to his friendly, mild-mannered tone and begins to speak. I see. That's why the quality of this proposal was different from the usual Uchiyama-kun's. With the CEO's assistance, Uchiyama-kun, you really are fortunate. Mr. Arai, I see. You're really sly like a raccoon, aren't you? Raccoon? Your naturally gentle demeanor must have made it easy for you to navigate life. You're unfairly harsh on male employees who threaten your position, but you're gentle with your superiors and male employees. You haven't changed. Thinking you can be taught everything like that is something you should leave behind once you're out of school. Ah, how nostalgic. You said the same thing to me when I first joined. Arai becomes pale. Yes, Chamon Arai was actually Sumeragi CEO's senior when he joined the company. But isn't it strange? I've always grabbed results like this. How many of the results where my proposal was taken as your own have been mixed in, I wonder? Chamonarai. I believe those in higher positions should nurture and guide young talent, not crush them. When I was appointed CEO, I'm sure it made you freeze with fear. Stagnation, corruption, and unsuitable things. I intend to clear it all out. Sumeragi CEO, who struggled through his rookie days just like me and the other employees, has certainly faced a thorny path leading to his position. I can't even imagine how difficult it must have been for him to get to this point. Uchiyama-kun. Yes! The decision I entrusted to you seems to have been the right one. It was a good proposal. Ah, thank you. I received a lot of advice from the seniors and colleagues here as well. I see. I'm always watching employees like you. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Sumeragi's encouraging words make us feel emotional.
Wow, that was amazing. Even that raccoon manager was pale.
After work that day, I was invited by Kureha-san to grab a drink, and we left the office together. Just be careful not to slip up about calling him a raccoon in front of him.
Don't worry, I can handle it.
See me try not to laugh, Kureha-san smiles gently. Her brightness has supported me countless times. Kureha-san, could I talk to you for a moment? It was Chamonarai, the manager, who called out to us. It seems like he followed us.
What is it?
It's not something to talk about here. It's important, so let's go have a meal together.
Just the two of us? I'm sorry, but I already have prior plans today.
Uchiyama-kun, eh? You should know which invitation to prioritize when comparing my offer with your prior one.
Yes. After weighing it, I'll be going to eat with Uchiyama-san.
Why? Even though I, the manager, has feelings for you? The manager was always kind to female employees, but with Kureha-san, it seemed special. That feeling wasn't from a superior to a subordinate, but from a man to a woman. Chamonarai, you're married, aren't you? What? Damn, that's none of your business. Yes, it is. If you, a married man, are using your position to push for a relationship with her, I won't back down. It's clear that if I ignore this, Kureha-san's position will be in danger. So you don't want me to take her from you, huh? Yes, she's also a special woman to me. Tch!
Manager, I have no intention of becoming anything more than a superior and subordinate with you.
Why? After having dinner with me, think about it.
I can't. I only have dinners alone with men I hold special feelings for.
Couldn't you at least give me a chance? What's wrong with me?
The idea of expecting everything to be taught to you is something for students, isn't it, manager?
Grr. The words he had been spreading around now come back to haunt him as Kureha confronts him.
You! What are you doing with a young girl in a place like this?
You! How did you?
I'm coming back from work. I happened to pass by and didn't expect to see this disgrace here. You've been putting off my request for a divorce, yet you're out here chasing women.
That's not it. I'm just trying to bond with my subordinates.
You told me to wait for you to change your ways. I was a fool for showing you mercy. Am I just a placeholder until you find the next one? Don't mess with me. I'm not some woman you could just use until you get your next target.
That's not it. It was just a momentary lapse in judgment.
A momentary lapse in judgment is only acceptable when you're still a child who can't distinguish right from wrong, you raccoon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Chamonarai's pitiful death scream echoes through the streets at night, but no one comes to his aid. We couldn't close our mouth as we watched Shamo Arai desperately follow his wife.
I didn't know raccoons can perform shows.
Wait, Kureha-san, that's too funny. Afterward, the management of LK Creative, led by CEO Sumiragi, changed drastically. Additionally, Kureha-san and the female employees filed accusations of sexual harassment, and male employees in the planning department reported unfair treatment. Shamo Arai was demoted and had a salary cut, eventually being sent to a so-called firing room. His resignation was just a matter of time. And with no sympathy from his wife, it escalated the divorce proceedings. Shamo Arai, who was concerned with maintaining his male dignity, ended up facing the consequences. As for me, the proposal I presented in that meeting was approved, and today, the event is finally being held. Uchiyama-kun, it was a good proposal. Everyone in the planning department did a great job. Thank you. CEO Sumiragi, who thoroughly observes everything with his own eyes, is raising the quality of the company. His extensive experience across overseas branches and departments made him a true CEO. He remains the person I look up to and aspire to be.
Hey, Uchiyama-san. You know this, but I only go to dinner alone with men I have special feelings for, right?
Yeah, I think you know, but I think you're a special woman to me. Since then, I've been having dinner with Kureha-san every night after work, and we've started dating. Now, I've completely become a fan of sweet milk tea. I want to cherish her, who always shows me her smile no matter what. If you try to use your position to control someone, you will eventually pay the price. I'll choose to live in a way that, when future generations lose their way, I can offer them a helping hand. Even if it's a thorny, pathless road, I have many people who serve as examples for me. Good morning. My name is Tsukasa Endo. I'm an average 29-year-old working as a sales clerk in the second sales department of an administrative agency company. I stayed up late last night, so I'm sleepy.
Hey! Your bedhead. Straighten out your back, you look sloppy.
This is Nagisa Hata. She's younger, but she was headhunted and is the department head of the first sales department. Sorry, I'll go fix the hair with some water.
She's right. Exactly. He needs to step up.
Work started as usual.
Eto-san's spacing out again. Mornings are supposed to be the busiest.
There's no point in him being here. Useless. The second sales department head, Akahito Oniwa, recently came from headquarters. He and the female employees always talk like that. The previous department head avoided conflict. On the other hand, Oniwa was all about results.
He's finally moving. Why is his work different from ours? I don't know. When I looked at his computer screen before, he was just staring blankly at the orders screen. There's only 7 of us working in the second sales department. Shouldn't we get new people?
I've been in this department the longest, but I was known for being useless. Good work today. I decided to go home at the usual time. He didn't even do anything today. He's allowed to go home, but still. The CEO wants us to leave him alone. Are they connected? How annoying that someone like that is in my department.
Wait, Chief! Do something about Eto-san. Yeah, he's always absent-minded. It brings us down, it's annoying.
When I left, 2 women couldn't hold it in any longer and spoke to Oniwa. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking I need to do something about it. She was watching all of this, Nagisa Hata.
This isn't good. Tsukasa Eto. Is he really useless? Okay. Chief Oniwa, may I?
She went to see Chief Oniwa. Huh? Oh, Chief Hata. What do you need?
About Eto-san, can I speak with him first?
You? You can. If anything, your department can take him. We can function with or without him. Honestly, a newbie might be more useful. Each department only has enough for a certain number of employees. It was obvious that Oniwa was trying to push me onto someone else.
I'll think about it.
That was all she said.
We can take him. They really don't like him.
That night, Nagisa was heading home late due to some trouble at work.
His reputation in second sales is terrible. But he's been here the longest and the president trusts him. I don't know. Nepotism? But they don't seem related.
She muttered as she walked. Our company is a local branch called Lovekoi Business Assistant Partners. First sales works with corporations. Second sales works with self-employed people. We provide original software for ordering. You can use our system to order online. The clients take care of checking and confirming order data, so we receive that data each time. Our job is to process the unprocessed data in the shared dataset. There are a lot of irregular cases and varying industries, so it's difficult to process with just the software.
Whatever. I'll ask him about it tomorrow. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Eto. It was easy to follow.
She saw me talking to a middle school student. Huh, it's dark, so be careful.
You're so out of it. You must not get a lot of girls. But don't worry. I'll marry you. See? People tell me I'm quite mature.
She acted cute and flirty with me. What should I do? Huh? Go home. It'll be bad if you don't go home. Bad for me.
Eto-kun? Talking to a student at this hour? Oh no!
I felt a presence and briefly saw Chief Hata's devilish face. My shoulders made a weird noise.
What are you doing? You want me to call the cops? Mr. Eto, is this some kind of student-teacher roleplay?
She yelled at me after the student left. Roleplay? No, there's a proper reason. I pointed at the building in front of us.
Cram school?
Yep, she's a student here. We're allowed to work side jobs and work ends on time, so I work here as a teacher after work. That student caught me after our lesson had ended.
I see. Sorry. That was just a conversation between teacher and student.
It's inappropriate. They're seeing who can get me first.
Why are you so calm about it?
We lived in the same town across the bridge, so we ended up walking home together.
But, okay. They like you.
I don't know. They might just be making fun of me.
Did you know? The opposite of love is disinterest. They don't even look at you. Even if it's making fun, she wasn't trying to be mean. She wants to hang out with you.
She looked at me with a soft expression.
You're loved. Huh? There are people on the bridge.
We're filming, so this path is blocked. Go around if you want to go through. One side of the bridge was blocked by a TV production. It takes 20 minutes to walk across this bridge. It would take a crazy amount of time to go around. Shut up! We're not like you pedestrians! Shut up!
Ugh, they think they're above us. What Eto-kun?
Just to make sure. Huh? I can't tell you what it's for. It'll be quick, so we're not gonna argue. The man was obviously irritated, but I stayed calm. Can I see your road occupancy permit? What are you saying? We are from Selfish Broadcasting. We don't need a permit. Oh, so you don't have one. I immediately took out my phone and called the cops. Oh, hello? The police? There's a group taking over the bridge without a permit. What? The cops came and took away the production crew. They were breaking the law. See ya! Chief Hata and I parted ways. She watched me with a small smile.
Huh? I didn't expect that. That decides it. Eto-kun, you're actually quite capable, huh?
The next day, I was called upon by Nagisa to the meeting room.
Want to join my department?
The first sales department. I heard that everyone there worked overtime almost every day. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll do what I can. Chief Hata got approval immediately. A few days later, I was transferred to the first sales department. The second sales department was on the second floor, and the first was on the third. I was packing my stuff to move.
Chief, we did it! Now we'll be motivated.
Yeah, they took the little pest from us. Now we can happily do our jobs.
It's sudden, but Tsukasa Eto from second sales has been transferred to first. I think many of you know him, so be nice.
Chief Hata introduced me to everyone. I greeted everyone. I'm Eto. Please take care of me. That was my short greeting. Wait, really? You got Eto-san!
Nice job, Chief! We're saved from our overtime torture! Huh?
Nagisa seemed surprised by the unexpected reaction.
I did poach him because I thought he was good, but...
You don't know? Oh yeah, you came in 6 months ago.
I guess we're on different floors and don't interact much with second sales.
Long time no see. We don't run into each other when we are on different floors. I came in at the same time as them, a few years ago, when this branch only had one sales department.
Well, just watch, Chief.
That afternoon, in the second sales department.
Wait! We should be done by now. I have a date today! Why today?
The women were overwhelmed with work and had to stay overtime.
Good morning, Eto-kun. You're early. You started already? It's early. Relax.
The next morning, I was the first one in and doing some work. Don't worry about it. This isn't for work.
Huh? Are you using the work computer for personal use? That's not good, Eto-kun.
She's mad. I guess I can't.
Wait!
One of my coworkers came in between us.
It's my job to warn people if they use work property for personal use. That's not it. He was just...
Let's see. Let's take a look at the second sales department.
No way. We have this much work today, too? What? I rescheduled my date for today. Nothing's changed other than that useless guy leaving. No, Someone's slacking.
Delays became a daily thing.
There was a mistake on this order, so we got a complaint. What? I did that one. This is your responsibility. What's with all these mistakes recently? I don't know. Someone's not doing their job.
An increase in mistakes, and there was a mistake with the invoice?
Yes, they're very angry. They told us to come apologize and hung up.
They are the ones that didn't check properly.
If only we could just say that. We made the mistake, though.
After a month, the office was a mess of mistakes and complaints. Good work today. Meanwhile, we were done on time and about to go home. Wait, I'm off too. Eto, wanna grab a drink? I have my teacher job today. Chief Hata was staring at us. After everyone went home, the two department heads stood in front of the branch manager for their monthly reports.
Sales aside, second sales has had more overtime and slip-ups than before. Due to the sudden change, your managerial skills are in question.
Oof, I'm currently looking into it.
In comparison, first sales has seen a decrease in overtime and mistakes. Chief Hata, is this thanks to you? No, thanks to Eto-kun.
Huh? How did that useless guy get you these results?
You never noticed.
It's a coincidence. That guy and our overtime has no... Chief Hata responded calmly.
That means you know. Eto-kun always seems spaced out, so it's easy to misunderstand him. He's someone who thinks about the most efficient way to do things with his knowledge and skills.
At our company, you first process the data in the spreadsheet. If you create the right program, you can just run the data through it. You have to take care of irregular cases, but once you process those, you're done. I had been using my computer knowledge to finish my work as efficiently as possible.
Even though programming was required knowledge, people can't even use BASIC.
Many companies do things by hand still. It's easy work for a programming instructor like me. What? Why didn't he say anything?
The previous department head didn't allow that kind of method.
I didn't agree with him, so I secretly made my own program. Give him back! Ito was part of second sales! In that moment, something snapped inside Nagisa.
Who's the one that kicked him out saying he was useless? He has knowledge, he's proactive, it's your fault for not seeing that.
Her voice echoed throughout the room.
Mr. Eto, did you think over what I said before?
After my lesson, the student from before stopped me.
If you go out with me, let me check your phone every day. You can only talk to other girls for 1 minute. 4 messages, I'll give you 3 minutes to respond. Also, I come before work, and also...
Scary. Someone pulled my arm. Chief! I saw the devil next to me. Chief Hata held my arm.
Tsukasa is dating me, so don't get in the way. Okay. Yikes! I'll be leaving now.
That was easy.
She can say what she wants. You having a girlfriend should stop her.
She let go of my arm.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Eto-kun, we're off tomorrow. Wanna get a drink?
What?
I'm sorry. The company was wrong about you in many ways.
We were at an izakaya near our houses. She apologized to me before drinking. Huh?
People treated you badly in second sales, right? I'm sure you heard things. You probably felt bad.
What?
Huh? You didn't even care. You're really something.
I don't really get it.
It's okay. It's a waste of your time. You're different.
She said she liked that and started drinking. But please, Eto-kun, come back to second sales. If you just say you want to, huh? A few days after that, Oniwa was begging me with a creepy smile.
Whoa! Chief Oniwa? You're being really creepy.
Shut up! The woman in my department won't stop telling me to get him back! We had been processing the shared data as a team. So, no one knew who was doing the processing. They thought someone else was working hard. But it was revealed after I had left, and Oniwa let it slip.
Chief! Bring Eto-san back! Hurry! Yeah! My date! My boyfriend! I didn't think they'd all flip so quick. Eto-kun, what do you think?
Can you just use the tool? I'll give that to you. Really? Oniwa seemed happy. Chief Hata had her head in her hands.
No. This is a company, so we have to do things correctly.
That afternoon, everyone from second sales came to me with their heads bowed. Sorry for insulting you.
Eto-kun, is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'll teach them how to use the tool I created. As soon as I said it, they yelled excitedly. I started explaining the processing tool to them. I made shortcuts for most things, so just put the data in and click. If you wait a little, the program will spit out the results. For irregulars, Chief Hata was watching us with a soft expression.
He's too nice. But that's what makes him him.
Some time passed.
Eto-kun! All of us from second are going out for drinks. Wanna come?
Sorry, I have my part-time job.
Oh no, how sad. I'll treat you, so let's go out next time.
People in second sales talk to me now, and even invited me out. All that changed was the department I worked for, I think.
A big client is asking if we can consolidate all their past sales data.
That can be easily done with some graphs and stuff.
That helps. I'll send the data right away.
People from headquarters were asking me for help too.
You have no ambition. You rejected headquarters' offer?
A few months later, there was talk of creating a system development department with me at the forefront. But I didn't want to move or build new relationships, so I refused.
You could have been promoted. Then keep working hard as my subordinate. I'll lead the way.
A skilled hawk hides its talents. Those you expect the least from might be the ones hiding their talents.
Why don't I fix here? No, if I do this, it'll cause a bug somewhere else. I'm Arata. I work at a video game company.
You, get it done already. We ain't got all day.
Give me a break. You're the one who brought me all this work, Mr. Yano.
How are you feeling? Here's your usual.
Oh, thanks, Hina. I have a lot to deal with. Again. Pretty sure I'm gonna stay late. She's Hina, my colleague who started working around the same time as me, which was roughly about 4 years ago.
That's hard. If only Mr. Iano understood how hard you work.
Well, you do what you gotta do. Like this occasion, Hina sometimes gives me some coffee when I do overtime. I might wanna quit.
Quit? But you're the one of the major positions among the company.
That's the problem. I can only do so much work, and I'm not getting paid enough for what I have to bear. I don't think I can do this anymore.
Have you thought about starting your own business?
I didn't know how to react to this. Starting my own?
Or do you already have a plan after you quit?
No, not really. I don't have any plan after I quit. It's good if I can use the skills I already have. If I end up not finding any job, I'll just go help my family business. Or at least that's what I thought.
Actually, I was thinking of calling up some people I've met to start anew.
People you've met? You mean like behind company's back? I suggest you...
No! I mean people who I worked with within this job.
Oh, yeah, of course. I knew. I mean... I was set on quitting, but didn't come up with any plan following that. Maybe it's not such a bad idea to join her in hopes for future growth. Okay, it'd be great if I could work with you.
Really? With you? We're gonna have a great start.
Didn't know I was that reliable. A few days later, as planned, I turned in my resignation notice. Here you go. I'm out. So, do you have any plans? I bet you don't. Don't worry about that. Bye. Good luck finding a job. That's it. I'll soon be gone from this company. There's no going back. Now I have to be able to stand on my own feet. Hina's counting on me too. I have to live up to it. This is good for me. A change. As we discussed, I'm now hired by Hina's company. My name is Arata Sakaguchi. Nice to meet you. Long time no see, Arata. How you been? I'm good. He's Keiichi, a good illustrator. We've worked on the same project before. Not long after I was hired, I was called into Hina's office.
Do you have time, Arata? I have something I want to discuss.
Okay, sure. It was just the two of us in the room. So, what did you want to talk about?
I want you to work as producer for the newly established company.
A producer? I mean, I've done it before.
Given the status of this company, you're the only one with proper experience.
Well, I don't have any reason to say no.
Please, I'll leave the planning to you so that I can focus on financial aspects, such as managing loans.
Just like that, I was placed in charge of producing the first video game at this company. So I gotta do it from the scratch. This is quite different than what I've worked on, which were managing various events in gaming apps. However, I used to want to be a writer, so it shouldn't be a big deal coming up with the overall setting for the game. But I still need to create some images. And I ain't got the skills. Trouble? Keiichi, looks like you're struggling to turn the plot into drawings. I'd already known he was good at his job. No better time to ask him. Yeah, could you take care of it? Of course. What do you think I'm here for? And so we launched our project, with each of us working in our specialized fields. I used to be part of a team developing mobile apps, but it's gonna be the consoles that'll be trending. I can feel it. Alright, rough drafts for the setting and plot are done. We still need some tweaking. Here, I got you some images. What do you think? Just as I imagined. Nice work. After we made the outline of the game, it was time to write the story based on the setting. But I've never actually wrote one from scratch, so it wasn't easy. How should I move the story forward without causing contradictions?
You're still working?
Hina, you're still looking after me like old times?
Of course I am.
The thing is, I'm having a hard time pushing the plot forward. Maybe it wasn't the best for a former developer to do this.
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah?
I've read the part that's already done, like this line right here.
What about that line?
You may not get the results you want, but your efforts will pay off another way. Kinda sounds corny, but I like it. It says a lot about your perspective on life, I think.
Maybe.
You also have other good lines down. It's gonna be great. I believe in you, Arata.
I appreciate that.
But when you really feel like you're stuck, read this.
What is it?
Find out yourself. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
It was a file Hina gave me. I kept working on the story, but was still in need of a breakthrough. Even with Hina's advice, I haven't come up with anything inspirational. It was my choice, but maybe I shouldn't have made a career change. That file Hina gave me, I haven't checked it yet since I've been so busy. Maybe I should take a look tomorrow. I opened up the file as soon as I clocked in next day. What's in it? Possibly some corrections on my writing or something. Hopefully she's easy on me. This is... In the file was detailed information about many video games. I figured there are like 50 video games that have been published within a year in here. And the information included their categories, stories, interesting features, and so on. All in one file. Hina collected this much data by herself? As I was going through the file, one page fell from it. Huh? A memo?
There's some data about the video games you were interested in, so take a look when you have the time. I hope this file comes in handy for you.
Hina. I felt something warm in my chest when I read the memo. To think she put in so much effort for me to improve. With this, I feel like I should be able to complete my duty. I got back to working on the story immediately. It'll take some time, but thanks to Hina's file, my work speed has increased drastically. After a few hours. Phew, that should be it. I finally managed to finish writing the storyline. What time is it? But it's so late it's impossible to catch a train home. What am I gonna do? Catching a taxi? Too expensive.
Good evening. Looks like you finished writing the scenario.
Hina? Why are you still here? Did you miss your train?
As a president, I can't leave a hardworking employee to work by himself.
You didn't have to.
I did. Besides, I wanted to.
But how are you gonna get home?
If you're okay, we can stay at a hotel nearby.
A hotel?
It'll be cheaper if we reserve just one room, and it's a lot more comfortable than sleeping here.
Yeah, but are you okay with it?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Speaking of which, how was my file?
Oh, that was really helpful. Thank you so much. Especially how organized and easy it was to read about what makes a good game.
Don't mention it. I'm glad it helped.
It was beyond helpful. You collected the data within the last couple weeks, right? I'm really impressed.
Thanks for the compliment. So, what are we gonna do?
I really gonna stay at a...
You don't want to?
It's not like that.
Okay then. Aren't you thankful for my data?
I am, but... How did I end up here?
Are you alright, Arata?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Why don't you take a bath and rest up?
You're right. Does she not care at all? Is anything gonna happen tonight? I'd be lying to say I wasn't hoping anything to happen, but nothing happened. I couldn't get any sleep, and there's no way I would bother her while she was asleep. Well, I knew it would end like this. I'ma go wash my face. To think she slept the whole night, no problem with me beside her. How should I wake her up? I was distracted by her cute sleeping face for a bit, when...
Arata.
Oh! Hina hugged me. She woke up to my loud scream.
Huh? Arata, why are you...
Hina, you don't remember about yesterday?
Oh, I said we should stay here. Good morning.
Good morning. Not a good morning exactly, since I could not sleep at all. She got up and got ready for work. You woke up good.
It's almost time for work. We need to ready up.
To think she looked so vulnerable just now. Whoever gets to see her like that every morning would be a really lucky guy. It's been a few months since that night. Anything hasn't really changed between us. But there was some progress in developing the game, and we've created the alpha version. Alright, now that we have the alpha, I'd like to announce the distribution of our demo.
Yeah!
Thanks to Hina and everyone, this project became one of the best ones. This is going to sell for sure. When I checked after the release, the number of pre-downloads showed a promising result as I predicted. Yes! I was right to follow my instinct! I saw a comment that said, "This looks so much like a certain game that's gonna be newly released by a certain company." But I never heard anything like that. Well, it's probably nothing to worry. What I'm gonna do is celebrate. We've kept making adjustments even after the release, and eventually came close to completion. It's finally done.
We did it!
It's all thanks to you, Hina.
No. Thanks to you, my dream came true.
Thanks, but we can't rest until it actually makes a hit.
That's true.
Her smile. Ever since that day at the hotel, I'm so conscious over her.
Huh? Is there something on my face?
No, it's nothing. Just when I was wondering if I should confess my feeling, I was stopped by Keiichi. Sorry to interrupt the nice mood, but there's someone who wants to see you, President.
Me? I wonder who it is.
I don't know, but he seems angry.
Okay, I'll deal with him.
I'll tag along just in case. We arrived to the meeting room where my former boss, Iano, was waiting for us. Mr. Iano, why are you...
What do you want?
Let me get straight to the point. I'm gonna buy this company.
What? Why?
You don't have the power to do such a thing.
Oh, but I do. I'm not a managing director anymore. I'm the president.
A president? Can't imagine what kind of hell his company is going through.
Now, this is what I'm here for. The reason I brought my ass over here is because the video game you made was copied from my product.
Copied? We all worked really hard on it and you call it a ripoff.
Calm your ass down. I'm not gonna sue you. Not just yet. Considering the size of your company, how about 2 million yen?
You mean 2 million per worker?
Hell no! In exchange of this company, should be more than enough.
Don't make me laugh.
I assume a tiny ass startup like this can't even pay its employees a fair amount.
I couldn't take his blabbering any further. You're the one who forced your workers to work without a fair pay, in a bad environment. How dare you say that?
Oh, look who it is! You've grown some balls talking back to me like that, Arata.
Why would you even want to buy us out in the first place? You can already make video games at your own company.
Why? Because I heard about the game you're making. You find a video game that's promising, start making a similar one, then announce it before the original publisher does. Now you're ready to pressure them for copying.
That's the kind of mentality that ruins the industry. How could a game be interesting if the creators don't make something they believe is fun to play? Such a dumb idea trying to buy companies off so easily. What was that? You never thought of improving the work environment instead?
You. I can go for a lawsuit anytime.
Hina stopped me right before I was about to swear.
You think you have the card to threaten us?
What?
Mr. Ayano, do you remember my former position at your company?
It was accounting.
Wait.
Exactly. I had come across some mysterious movement of money during my time there. It was hard to investigate with you being my boss, but that doesn't matter now.
What are you saying?
What do you think? Should I report it to the tax agency?
You can't.
Yes, I can. Unless you want to beg.
This isn't over.
Being cornered by Hina, Yano could only run away with his tail between his legs. Hina, thanks for stopping me from flipping out.
No problem. We have each other's back and I was really happy when you covered for me.
A while later, our video game was complete and released with no apparent issue. And it's been downloaded by countless users, and the number increased day by day, to the point that it was set to set a new record in the field of indie games. I'm so glad this game ended up being successful.
I can't be happier to have taken part in such a project.
So, you wanna celebrate? At my house?
At your house?
I mean, if you don't want, that's totally okay.
Sounds fun. I'll be happy to join you.
Good. A few hours later, we arrived at my home, even before I had time to prepare myself.
I've never been to a guy's house before. This should be interesting.
There's nothing interesting in my house.
I just want to see how different it is from a female household. What is this?
That's my workout kit.
And this?
That's what I used when I used to play the guitar.
You used to play the guitar?
Just for a little bit. Anyway, the reason I invited you here...
Yeah?
There's something I want to tell you, now that the project is over.
What's with the seriousness?
Well, I have feelings for you, which I always thought was something you'd feel for your family or a friend. But that night at the hotel, I realized that feeling was more romantic. I always appreciated you looking out for me at work.
Okay. You're welcome.
So I want to start giving back to you from now on.
There's no need for that. I wanted to do those things.
I was nervous as hell, but I had to tell her my true feeling. I like you, Hina, in a romantic way.
What? I mean, I like you too, but...
Hina, please go out with me. I want to be with you not just at work, but in my private moments as well.
Arata! Were you always this direct about your feelings?
I don't know.
Thanks for letting me know what you feel. I've always liked you, but was never sure what you thought of me.
I'm sorry for making you feel that way.
I was kind of hoping to get to this point on the day at the hotel.
We both were going with the flow, I guess. I just wanted to make sure you know how I feel before doing anything.
I know that you care about me. So... we are a couple now, officially?
Yeah. Right?
So... there's no need to hold back anymore?
Excuse me?
Let's have a hell of a time tonight.
What? Hold up! Yeah, so we're dating now. Hina can be really proactive, and I'm happy to know different sides of her. But maybe if she could tune it down a little? The first one was a hit, and we launched another project for the sequel. The company is growing little by little, which means more resources to create better video games in the future. As for Yano's company, Hina did file a report after the confrontation. Then inspection took place. His illegal activities were exposed, eventually leading to the downfall of his company. Also, it turns out he hired hackers to salvage our information, which added even more time in jail for him.
Here's some coffee. How's the next project looking?
Thanks. I'm kinda stuck on what to do with the heroine.
Sounds tough.
Harem or marrying the first heroine?
Speaking of a rom-com, you might come up with good ideas from hands-on experience. Tonight?
Like I said, proactive.